No, doesn't the Jazz have the worst record? Not anymore.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. And it's Strus missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Poole. Doesn't go that time. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And here's George for three. And it's Strus with the rebound. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is Poole. To the middle. George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Allen, that's good. Here's Poole. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Down low. Here's Sarr.
No.
Another shot.
Yes.
And it's sent back by Allen. Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. And there's the drive. Good on the shot.
And look, you can't blink when you are guarding Mitchell. That man will go by you in a heartbeat.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Now, here's Mobley. Garland, no good. Poole up top. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Carrington. Scoreless thus far. Basket good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Garland left side. Mitchell outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And for the Cavaliers, DeAndre Hunter.
5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Wizards trailed by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the paint. Here's George. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick and roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D. Wade with a better jumper.
And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Here's Garland. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Thompson. A kick out to Mobley. Outside, George. They set the screen to the inside. And stolen by Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Hunter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Pass to Carrington. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Garland with it. Shoots over Poole. Tie game in Washington. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Here's Carrington. Pass to Poole. Shot clock at 5. It's good from long range. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that?
There's a problem with your connection on this. Yeah, I didn't quit. Look. See, look, it popped up. I didn't quit. It says error code 56. No, I didn't quit. I'm about to ask. I didn't quit. It says there's a problem with your connection to. I didn't quit. I swear to God, I didn't quit. No, I didn't quit. It says 2K status. Amir, I didn't quit. Rematch. I didn't quit. Yeah. But you can pick. Amir, I didn't quit. Amir, I didn't quit. I swear to God. No, I didn't quit. No. Oh, you're the Wizard? Yeah, okay, rematch. Where? Oh my God, Maple. Kick his ass.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Handling the Eastern Conference, this DC crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's Carrington. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. To the paint. George with the steal. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And it's Carrington missing. Garland left side. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one misses. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
And they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. And this is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and roll. He understands how to take advantage.
And now let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Brian Keefe.
Now he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now, Poole. Pass to Carrington. George looking around. And here's Poole for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Strus. Allen outside. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A three-pointer is right on target. Garland's got 5.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
They set the pick. And it's Middleton penetrating. And Sarr throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Right side, Garland. Stolen by Middleton. Poole with it. Garland picks him up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, George. And it's sent back by Allen.
Allen with the range and the length to block shots anywhere on the floor.
Sarr's shot is off. Cavaliers trailing. George with the steal.
Oh, yeah, you can't let it happen.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Poole. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Hands it from downtown.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Now here's Mobley. He has yet to score. Now here's Strus. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
And Sarr throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. 7-point differential. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Strus. Back to Mitchell. It's Strus on the wing. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And the shot goes down. Poole's got 5 points so far.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack the confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Now Poole following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to George. Poole with it. He's got 5. Again, the miss by Poole. And here we go. Fast break. Mobley's got it. And it's Strus missing. And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And here is a Okoro. The rebound by Carrington.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Jerome. No good from outside. Washington leading now by 11. Pass to Sarr.
Fuck these jerseys. Fuck these jerseys. Fuck Alex Starr. One more time. I'm wearing dark. Dark. Yes. Pick your fucking white. Shut up. You're gonna watch a whole other game. This is not fair.
Welcome everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this DC crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
It's Allen on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Offensive rebound. Middleton left side. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Mobley. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Here's
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. In front of mine tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector. When he's on the floor, he'll avoid driving the paint. Jared Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Poole, and the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Garland, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And it's Carrington missing. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. In the corner, Middleton with it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Now, here's Garland. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Here's Poole. To the middle. Here's Song. Can't get it to fall. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 1. A 3 from Strus. That one misses. Great D that time from Middleton. Pass to Song. Poole with it. Here's Carrington. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Garland left side. And here is Allen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Jared Allen proving he's more than capable of beating good defense. That's nicely done.
Down low. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Wizards leading by 4. Inside. Here's George. The kick out to Poole. Jacks up a 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
The 3 from Garland. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That board looked easy for Sarr at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that.
And here are the Cavaliers now. 9-point game. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Now here's Garland. Still yet to score. 4 on the clock. And they get it. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Washington leading now by 6. Outside, George. Here's Middleton. The shot's good on the assist by George. Middleton's got 5 now.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Mobley is screened. Garland, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Poole. That one good for 2. He has 7.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
In the corner, it's Mobley. Back to Garland. Another miss by Garland. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. And for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson.
Lets it go from deep. Sarr gets the bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And an overpowering first quarter effort already.
With the score.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Here's Okoro, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
A tremendous poise from Okoro on that play. Takes the contact, concentrates through the finish.
Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
And that one, good. Sars got 11. Here's Jerome. From the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Wizards leading by 11. Back to George. For the three. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Hunter's got his first bucket in this one.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Green. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. Pass to Poole. Finished off the break. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sarr to see right where the rock needs to go.
Here's Okoro. No good on the triple. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Carrington. And Okoro pulls it down. Mobley with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Okoro. No good from outside. Wizards leading by 11. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 5.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Beyond the arc. And no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Champagnie. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
Pass to Champagnie.
I'll tell you this, Evan Mobley is changing as many shots as anyone right now.
And here's Garland for three. Another miss by Garland.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Middleton right side. Pass to Smart. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. It's over Garland. Top of the key jumper, no good. And here's Strus for three.
What defensive focus from Middleton. Able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
And Cleveland making a change here.
DeAndre Hunter.
1:09 left to play here in the half. Stolen by Smart. Middleton on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Carrington. His three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 11. The three from Strus. Sinks the three-pointer. Strus has got 5 now.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Smart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Wizards lead by 10.
I'll tell you, it's not often, but Marcus Smart working the pick and roll, effective in that particular instance.
Mitchell outside. Strus in the corner. No good on the three. Middleton inside the three. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Mitchell outside. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Carrington. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards leading by 17. Pass to Champagny. Smart wide open. He fires. Off target from outside.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
For three, Mitchell drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
And it's Carrington missing. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's Washington.
Blocking foul called on.
Blocking? Yeah, I'm quitting. That was a fucking charge. You said quit. You told me to quit. Alright, Whisper, invite me. Oh, Whisper's gonna fucking bet more prize picks now. The Wizards are OP. I play better against the fucking good team. I play better against the Timberwolves. He plays better with the Wizards. Yeah, Wibbo. You told me to quit. I wish game one actually happened, but whatever. Alright, I'm home. Amir, tell me when to stop. No, not you, Amir. Tell me when to stop. Oh no, I'm not the Spurs. I'll be the Thunder. I'll be the Thunder. Okay. Oh my god, no. Oh, I'm gonna whoop. I'm the rape Whisper. That's not the same jersey. No, don't do that. You can't wear orange. Fuck yeah, wear orange, you fucking bitch. I don't care if you wear red. At least it's a different color. Dark and dark is fine. I don't give a shit. Game one, it would have been different. It was close. But whatever.
We've got the Washington Wizards facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. George with a steal. And there's a whistle.
I want it. I'll remember.
That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs straight blows and show off what they can do down low.
I was pressing X.
The three ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Middleton, left side. Here's Sarr on the take. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
And no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
And there it is for him.
And Holmgren already has the trust of his teammates, which is why they set screens for him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get comfortable. Shoot it directly off passes. Our goal, run Chris off that three-point line. Chris Middleton, hard to stop. Guys.
Allie, thank you. Here's Middleton. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The second effort. And he comes up with a bucket. Hardenstein's got his second basket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Holmgren. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Washington making a change here. Now here's Poole. Middleton with it. Shoots over Caruso. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside, Williams. Pass to Caruso.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Poole. Now Middleton. Still without a bucket. 4 on the clock. Poole from long range. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And Poole is such a tough and dynamic three-point shooter. He's comfortable firing from anywhere.
The kick out to Williams. Caruso outside. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Graham. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent. Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 34 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Wallace. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:23 left now in the first quarter. Here's Caruso. Defended by Smart. Now here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Jones feels it out. It's Smart on the wing. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
On the wing, Caruso. He's got 5. Pass to Wallace. Back to Caruso. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36-5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Launches it. Nails it from 3. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Caruso outside. Pass to Wiggins. Caruso left side. Back to Wiggins. From downtown. Knocked loose. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
A clear look for Holmes. Jang pulls it in.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Not good there, Allie. Thank you.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Right side Johnson. Who poked away?
That's big.
It's stolen by Smart.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Thunder.
To the paint. Here's Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Rashawn Holmes with the flush.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington with a rebound. Right side Johnson. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Oh.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Thunder leading by 7. From behind the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Whoa!
The D better step up their game as Shea is effective in the pull-up.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's stolen by Smart. George feels it out a bit. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Back to George. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. The 3. It's rebounded by Washington. George outside. Pass to Champagny. And here's Johnson.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, Brent, since 1980, the Wizards have had home court advantage in the playoffs just one time.
BA, do you want to have anything that you want to share that's positive about the Wizards? I mean, this team has not made it out of the second round in that span. So hard to envision that happening anytime soon. We've got a long way to go.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Wizards.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Wizards trail by 8. And here's Poole. Pass to Carrington. Middleton outside. 4-3. Williams grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Now Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with a 3. And Washington has possession. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
Poole extending himself and finishing over the defense inside.
Inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Poole with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Carrington. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. And now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 12 points for him. And the shot goes down.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
The open shot by Middleton. And again, it's Washington converting.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half of basketball. There's the steal. Right wing. Here's Sarr. He has 6. Middleton with it. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Here's Joe. It's blocked.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Back to Williams. Off with the layup. The Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Poole. Here's Middleton. Down low. Here's Sarr. Puts the move on. That one no good. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. 27 seconds left in the first half. From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by George. And Washington with possession.
Chet Holmgren. First personal foul. 13 foul.
Poole outside. Here's Middleton. And there's the rejection.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 5-point game.
Yes, sir.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. Yeah, we saw the three-pointer from Holmgren in college trying to carry that success here now over into the league.
Poole outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Oh, they get a hand on it. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J. Carrington's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Poole with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. In transition, here they come. Rejected by Holmgren. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Middleton looking around, driving inside, and it's Middleton finishing it off.
No mistake about it. Middleton rising up that time for a vicious dunk.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror. He sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball. Oklahoma City leading by 3. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Carrington. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
That one's good for 2. Wizards trail by 3. Poole outside. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. Yeah. That's his first foul.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's got 14. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And it's Washington with the ball.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, sweet move. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And that sends Chris Middleton to the free throw line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Washington trailing. Here's Poole. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Caruso outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Blocked. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sara. There's a minute 59 left in the third. Wallace's shot is good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Champagny. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. Champagny's got 6 points.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Walking foul, First personal foul.
Here's Holmes. Poole outside. Pass to Smart. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. On the attack, Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Lots of muscle coming at you when Holmes is on the drive. And he makes that pretty intimidating.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Back to Caruso. Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
It's Poole on the wing. Outside Jones for the lead. On target from range. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Williams. Up and in on the layup.
And he is stronger than he looks. Trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
To the inside. Here's Smart. And Smart goes up strong at the rim.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Right side Jones. Smart outside. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. It's Washington leading by 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22 points. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Smart. Down low. Pass to Champagny. Left side Jones. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. No one near him. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
And Holmes looking to expand his game just a little bit, aware of bigs that have the ability to shoot the ball. I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Pass to Champagny. Johnson on the wing. Stolen by Caruso. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. SGA working through contact inside. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
To the middle. Champagny, that's good.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And here's Washington. It's a 1-point game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Champagny's got 9 points here in the second half. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Smart. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, what a ferocious drive by Smart. Taking it straight to them and getting fouled.
With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over, we've got to do something, get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
To the wing on the left. From deep, Sarr. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Thunder trail by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Hartenstein. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he's good on the second.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to ball. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thanks.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Ooh, we get it back. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Three-pointer is up. Middleton. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 3. Back to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. He buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Middleton. Poole outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Poole fighting through contact.
Wow, and that's a big splash from Poole.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points now in the quarter. Poole outside with the drive. George with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. George, no good. And it's Thunder's ball. Pass to Holmgren. There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter. With the floater. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And the Wizards with possession here. To the left side wing. And the three off target. Now here's Holmgren to the paint. Could take the lead. And he buries it.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Sarr. Yes! And tie game! Huge basket right there. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren on the take. Money!
And the young fella, the big boy, embracing the moment. That's a great shot to Chet.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and the coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
19 seconds left in the game. Poole from long range. And he drills the triple.
Well, Jordan Poole thinks every shot is going in, and why not? That was huge.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just...
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a three-point lead.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Poole from long range.
What a play! It's
good! Are you kidding me?
Wow. That's a big-time shot by a big-time player. Now, they asked him for a three, and he delivered.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Middleton outside. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Poole outside. Kicks it out to Middleton. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Wizards ball.
Thunder on D. Poole shot is off.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Carrington. Here's Sarr. Dort defending. 5 to shoot. Middleton outside. Here's Poole. That one's wide left.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
From deep, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Washington. Inside. Here's Sarr. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The Frenchman. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebound by Middleton. Pass to Carrington. Poole for 3. Fires the 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
The 3. Williams, that's good.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. The 3 from Holmgren. Oklahoma City the rebound. Dort for 3. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with it. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. And nails the trade.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Poole outside. Fires the 3. Middleton, no good. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Poke loose. It's stolen by Poole. Wow, Poole up the floor in the blink of an eye.
Well, Poole does such a great job of reading and reacting to both things, not just the steal, but the score on the other end.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Poole, right side. Pass to Champagny. George for 3. The 3 won't fall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Wow, let's quit.